Welcome, judges. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us today. This is your first judging session. The contestants did a beauty shoot for Glamour magazine yesterday. So the objective of today is to look at the photographs from a makeup and beauty perspective. We're going to be looking at skin, bone structure, as well as how the makeup translates on their faces. So are you ready to take a look at the outcome of the shoot?
Let's go see.
Great.
Maria.
You know, she's got beautiful eyes. I mean, that translates well.
I find that these cheekbones are quite prominent, and then so is this. So it's almost like her features are tiny inside a huge face.
Bone structure, yeah, a little overpowering.
Vacant eyes and heavy jaw. I mean, I don't think she's a beauty girl at all.
Let's move on to the next contestant.
Yeah, BC doesn't do it for me. Not
Is
in
she
that
Not
shot.
in beauty, no.
Is she
Not in
wearing
beauty.
makeup there?
Yeah. On the left, I like that shot of her. There's something
The
about
profile?
her.
The jaw, beautiful jaw.
I think she's
love that.
unique. I think she's unique. I think she's a strong structure. I think she can look feminine or she can look quite strong and almost masculine.
She's got one huge problem, and that is as soon as she looks down, you get that the whites of her eye shows underneath,
Yeah.
and that's never good for beauty.
Oh,
Great
yes, I
body.
saw her on the ramp and I thought she was brilliant from that point, but from a but we're discussing beauty.
The next contestant.
I love her. I really
Yeah.
do like her face.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, she's got a beautiful femininity about it, almost fragile looking, and I think for beauty that works. That works
I'm not that
beautifully.
fond of her again. But I find the chin, it's just a little bit too protruding.
Unless you have every single feature perfect,
Yes.
you're not a beauty girl.
No, that's very true. Yeah.
Dong-yang.
I think she's prettier than this.
Yeah, and she has incredible pictures in her book.
She has a scar, and that is a problem. It's
Where's
right
the
on her
scar?
eye.
Ah, it's character, man. It's character. You can retouch it
that.
out. They
When you're the
retouch everything
spokesperson
anyway, you
in
know.
flesh for a makeup house, I'm talking strictly beauty, you have to be perfect.
Oh, she's a classic black
You
beauty.
see
She's
her
perfect in
portfolio.
every way. The beautiful black woman.
Absolutely.
All right, our next contestant.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
I
I
loved her
yeah.
too.
She's so editorial.
Innocence and
Absolutely
fresh.
gorgeous.
Her eyes are just
Beautiful mouth.
She's not wearing contacts. Eh? That's her.
Is that her? That's her color.
I really like her, and I believe a European market would go crazy for her. She could sell ice to an Eskimo
But
because
my
of her
problem with
naivety.
her is that she looks older because she seems to have a thing with her under eye area. Now, it's
little-
normally those
little
things
bags.
get retouched, but it's not retouched right now.
And she's 18.
And I think if she's only 18 and she already can look fatigued in a shot,
and with very
then
fair skin. It's very
Her quality of
fine.
skin is
Yeah.
not going to age
Gosh,
well.
after this conversation, I'm so cleansing, toning, and moisturizing. You just said an 18-year-old looks fatigued. Oh my gosh.
Judges, our next contestant.
I like her. Hello,
Lovely.
sweetheart.
She just looks tired in that picture, but
yeah,
she's,
she looks
she's
dreadful
lovely.
in that picture.
No, I'm
I'm
not very
sorry.
fond of that picture.
When she came up into the screen, her eyes grabbed me.
Michelle J.
I
love
love
the red hair,
Michelle. Yeah, Michelle is one of my favorite girls.
She's got a beautiful
Really.
mouth too, huh?
Yeah.
And the cleft looks more feminine. I mean,
Wow,
we were
here we
talking
go.
about you didn't
Hello.
like it on the
These are,
other
these are
but it
unretouched
works on her.
pictures again, so she's just classic.
But look at the sensuality she has on the left-hand side. The way that she was clever enough to lift her shoulder and to look down.
On the shoulder.
And you know in beauty that everyone says, oh, look into the camera. But that there is selling a hell of a lot more than what I've seen so far. And that inside of her, it makes me a little bit excited.
She's feeling it.
Sammy,
She's
on
feeling
a
it.
point of order, do you know what? If you had to have a look in camera, and you can look at most of your beauty advertising, look that her lid doesn't show the makeup.
It's like a masculine brow.
Yeah. So
There isn't much
she will
space for Revlon.
She will struggle to get a beauty contract, I think, just for that.
Samkita's coming up next.
Silence.
Samkita is a little bit sleepy in the eyes for me. I don't like her expression in this particular shoot.
I believe she's a very South African market and she's not going to stretch her full potential internationally. But she will do very well here on a local scale.
All right, ready to move on? Catherine?
Beautiful, very girl next door.
No, Catherine's got too small a forehead for me.
What are the requirements for a good beauty model? Big forehead, big lips?
Yeah, as soon as the forehead is low, it's
Yeah.
like that Neanderthal thing. Yes.
Yes.
She's
yes,
a
yes,
model.
yes.
She's
A
not
fashion
a
girl,
superstar.
not a
model?
model.
What about Tatum?
Let's see.
She's one of my favorites.
She's
Tatum,
beautiful.
I adore
Beautiful,
on the
beautiful,
ramp.
beautiful.
Feature for feature, she's got beauty.
Not a bad shot here, not even one.
She's got really great solid bone structure, and she
yes.
also doesn't look
Does she have enough
particularly
forehead?
South African.
No, she has a South American cross
Yeah.
between. She's exotic.
I'd need to see her smile because.
She's doing so now.
Oh, silly me!
Love. Love.
My
Love lips.
leapy
Liv
baby
Tyler.
bean. This is just the hottest chick today. I'm crazy
Beautiful
about
girl.
the girl.
Even the little nose and the lashes, the extent. Are those her own lashes?
Those are her own lashes.
She's got Bambi lashes. She can stay.
Let's give another contestant a chance now. Precious.
She's divine.
I don't know if Precious is that precious for me.
No, she's not doing it for me. She reads older than
She's
what
too old.
she is.
Yeah.
She's only 21.
She
you
looks at
serious?
least 26, 27.
Seven.
I would cast her as an older woman, not as a young girl.
Let's take a look at Carin.
Love her too.
I love that last picture.
Yes,
know,
the last
I know.
picture is
She
beautiful.
works with the camera.
Yeah.
She
Yes,
expresses herself.
that's very nice.
She's definitely playing.
That tussle.
Yeah, many of them are actually sharing this beautiful luminescence on their skin, and they actually have taken care of their skin. They really do have lovely skin.
Michelle's next.
But
got
Michelle
beautiful
is
cheekbones
quite
too.
beautiful. I like the roundness and plumpness of her lip. They look
Yeah.
like a rosebud.
They do, don't like tulips.
Eyes does show off color.
And once again, the skin tone and the bone structure.
I think she's beautiful, and she has lovely hair as well.
So do we agree, beauty?
Beauty.
Yeah.
She could do beauty.
Let's see what Kelly can do for us.
Let's more
Too much or
pictures.
too
Not a
what?
good picture.
No, not a nice
Schiffer look,
picture.
huh?
Yes,
Okay.
Claudia Schiffer.
But do you want to look like Claudia Schiffer?
Again, her
Under
eyes
eyes.
hide the makeup.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
Yeah.
the brow,
There's
the
not
brow
enough
thing.
space,
Not
fashion
enough
girl,
space.
not makeup.
All right, judges, what do we think of Mareka?
Little girl next door for
Yeah,
me.
Mareka also has a small upper lip.
The luminosity of the
skin.
is superb.
And she works the camera very well.
That's good.
Right, so I'd like to ask each and every one of you to give me an overall thought on the shoot.
Well, beauty notoriously is one of the hardest shoots to do for models, and I think some of the girls managed to captivate the audience and managed to absolutely win our favor, and some of the girls, it was a bit harder.
Well, as a photographer, of course, when I look at these pictures, I've seen most of these girls' portfolios. I look at these and I think they've only been shot yesterday, they haven't been retouched. But I got to actually agree with Joanne that there's a couple of good front runners. Some of the girls, the eyes don't really show the makeup. Some of them haven't had their best day yesterday. Taking that into account, I think there's a couple of top girls, and I'd love to see how they're going to go further.
Thank you, Gerda.
You know, if it hadn't been for some of the not so hot girls, we wouldn't have had the numero unos, dos and tres. And if it hadn't been for the rest who weren't that hot, we wouldn't have the hottest ones.
Right, Sam, we all know that you have something to say.
A model's job is to make the public dream for that small moment. And they too can have that sparkle, that magic, because it's the makeup that is making this happen.
Can the model express herself enough so that she draws you in and allows you to experience her? And I think we saw some of these models here today, they were able to do that. Others weren't, but that's the beauty of a top fashion beauty model.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your insight. We're now going to ask you to take out your judging forms and to fill in your final vote.